I can't get it to stay open. This is cracking me up. I thought I would let you all know that I've decided to go to the moon. I don't know how this looks. I can't get it to stay open. Oh dear. Anyway. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll stay open. Anyway, on a serious note, how are you all this evening? Okay, it's just not going to stay open, is it? It's so funny. So, what do you think of my new headgear then? Hi, Cassie. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yes, Virgie. I'm agreeing with you right now. Yeah, I'm feeling like a space cadet with this thing on my head. Yeah, it's part of the app thing. I don't know. Something just happened on when I decided to go live. Just gave me some options, and this was one of them, and it cracked me up. I thought you guys might appreciate it. It's pretty funny, although it's slightly uncontrollable. And if I go really close, it just looks like I'm in a spaceship. Apart from you can see my painting behind me. Anyway, how is everybody? Do you like my new headgear? I'm just trying it out, you know, I just thought, oops, there we go again. No, I'm really not wearing it. Oops. Well, maybe I am wearing it on some level of creation and illusion. I'm definitely wearing it, aren't I? It's very interesting. This is so not serious video. Anybody who's tuning in, this is just like me laughing at myself, really, with this thing on my head. Tonight's entertainment, Saturday night, entertainment with my space helmet on. Oh, it's really cracking me up. Well, you know, I suppose meditation could, you know, comes in all kinds of forms, doesn't it? I could maybe do some space meditation with this on. What do you reckon, guys? I'm trying not to move my head too much because the visor will go down again if I do. No. Maybe I should just talk with it down, you know. Can you hear me with it like that? It's like, don't talk to the hand, talk to the whatever that is. It looks like I'm. Oh, it's quite freaky actually, isn't it? Looks like I'm standing on some kind of rock somewhere, volcano. Yeah, cosmic meditation with my spacesuit on. Okay, it's coming back up again. Loud and clear, mate. Sorry, it went down. I didn't mean it for it to go down then. Okay, so what should we do, guys? Apparently women are from Venus. However, right now, yes, I could be from Mars with this contraption on my head. That was me wondering what I was going to do. See, I didn't do my morning meditation with you guys, did I? And then there was supposed to be an afternoon one. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Didn't happen. So I go on this evening and look what happens, you know. I end up with this thing. Look, I've even got like, what is that? A camera on the side of my headgear. Oh, 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 hang on. Did you see that? It actually disappears if I do that. Wow. That's interesting. My magic disappearing hat. Whoa. There it is again. We could go to Jupiter. It's not a bad idea. How far away is that? Ground control. Yeah, it's kind of spooky, isn't it? I bend my head that way, it disappears. Oh, it comes back close. I swear this is the funniest thing ever. Cracking me up. You know, there are some others on here. I suppose I could go through them all with you, give you all a good giggle. Shall I try? Although I'm kind of liking this one. I think this is my favourite. Hang on. Oh! What do we think about that one? Can you see that? Improvement? Kind of Christmassy. I'm the Joker. Something like that, anyway. Ah, that's the one, yeah. Where's that gold bar with the golden ticket in it? I think I need it now. Right, hang on. This one's quite funny too. There we go. Very serious. Right, hang on. This is a bit more. This is quite me, isn't it? It's a bit more me. Halo of stars. Kind of like having Jupiter or Saturn rings around my head, really, isn't it? Yeah, kind of angelic. Yeah, shall I keep this one? Should we go for this one? Right, what else have we got here? Oh, this is just so much fun. I think I have to download these though now. Oh my goodness me, wow. That's interesting. What's that one? Oh, sorry, didn't like that. Okay, well I do like cats. It's quite interesting. Weird. Would anyone want to meditate with me every morning looking like this? Ah. Okay, we'll go for the panda. No, looks kind of sad. I'm not up for that one. What is that? I'm a unicorn person. Okay. Yeah, do you like the tiger face? Okay. Um, I did catch one that was pretty grim, which I've now decided. That's supposed to be a fox. How is that a fox? Or maybe it is a fox. So bizarre. Hmm. Right, should we go back to the space helmet? Or should I just stay like this for a while longer? Right, okay. Everyone out. Yeah, I guess it is a bit like laughter yoga, this one, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like the space one. It has a dimension all of its own. I can also make it disappear, which is very interesting. Oh, there it goes again. Right, okay. Back to the seriousness of something. I have no idea why I even came online. My plan was to do some meditation. Maybe this is meditation. It's certainly given you guys some giggles, and I've been laughing my head off, so that's... Laughter is the best medicine, isn't it? Okay, now it's closed on me, and oh, there we go. What does that say? I can't read the rest of that sentence. Oh. Right, on meditation. Well, certainly I'm being distracted by all these funny things that I can add onto this video. I suppose we could try and have a serious conversation with this on my head. Oh, there we go again. I only have to tilt it and it just kind of, yep. I guess these are kind of like the masks we wear, aren't they? You know, the roles we play. The roles that we play in life. And we, you know, they look so real. They look... Oops. They look so real. But we're not our roles, are we? No matter how it looks. Meditation is not really about talking to ourselves. It's about communing with God. All that is. It's a way to connect with the truth. Okay, is it time to take this off my head now, do we think? It was funny. Ah, that feels better with that weight off my head. It's giving me serious hat hair. Look. So, yeah. What's yes, please, Virgie? I don't think I can see the rest of that comment. I don't know what's happening there. Anybody want to ask me anything? Should we have it? Let's have a discussion. Just trying to get rid of this stuff at the bottom of this screen without blocking anybody. Oops. Okay, maybe it's not going to go off. Hats off. Yep. They've gone now. May as well show you my painting while you're all here. Can you see that okay? That's the most important thing, isn't it, in life, is love. How to control. Yeah. Yes, I painted it. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of mine. Painted it a few years ago, actually. Hi, Anne-Marie. One love to you, too. Many blessings to you all. Yeah, so love is very much the most important thing in the world, isn't it? Love is what we are. Love is what we create. We are billions of forms of love made manifest. Love, meditation is love, is a form of love in prayer. Prayer is obviously the way that we show others love as well and connect to God. Anyway, so good evening. I've got the silly bit out the way now with that hat on. So I'm sure that'll continue to amuse a few people. What would you like to talk about or discuss? Thank you, Lydia. Much love to you. Bye, Ryan. Hi, Patricia. Hello, blessed sister. Yes, unconditional love. Thank you for that. Real love is unconditional love. Yeah, thanks. I will. Thank you. So, unconditional love. What is it? What does it mean? To love without conditions. To love ourselves exactly as we are. And in loving ourselves exactly as we are, we can love all others exactly as they are. Yes, I know a lot of people do struggle with that idea because we've been conditioned to believe that we are not okay as we are, that we need to be like something else, like someone else, look like someone else, behave like someone else, do what others are doing, take parts away from ourselves, add bits in, because we're not perfect. But we are perfect. We're perfect exactly as we are, in our uniqueness, in our individuality. We are unique expressions of the one truth, the one love. Many people talk about loving ourselves. You know, love yourself more. That'll make life easier. Love yourself more. It'll help you to love others. Love yourself more. Love yourself more. But how can you love yourself more if you don't know what that is, what that means? If you don't know what that requires? Loving yourself is about accepting your shadow and your light. It's about accepting all the aspects of yourself. Everything about yourself. The way you speak, the way you walk, the way you look. And not wanting to change it. And realizing that on some level you chose this body. You chose to embody in this way. You chose to embody yourself in this way. You chose this body. You chose your parents. You made choices on how you would show up here. Yes, Patricia, we want to spread love, don't we? Most of us want more love in the world, want to love ourselves more, want to love others more. And even that word, love, what does it mean exactly? It's a word, isn't it? It's a word. What does it mean, really? Real love, true love, is beyond all words. Doesn't fit into any ideas about what we've been conditioned to believe love is. You know, I'm going to share some things with you actually, that when I was really young, didn't have a very high opinion of myself. There are various reasons for that, which I won't go into right now, but I didn't have a very high opinion of myself, and so others around me reflected that back to me. I didn't like the way that I looked. I didn't really like the colour of my hair. Spent a few years dyeing my hair actually. Now it's pretty much back to its natural colour. It's been a long process for me because I looked at others to decide what I should look like and how I should be, really. You know, and I read a lot of magazines, women's magazines generally, and I thought I should be thinner, I should be, you know, have a bigger chest. My hair should be a different color. There was so many things that I felt were wrong with me. And for quite a few years, really, that was my opinion of myself. And so I didn't have as much love for myself and as much respect for myself as I perhaps could have had. But that's okay, because our biggest learnings, our biggest lessons, are the ones that we get to share and help others with. So I had so many things that I needed to learn about myself. I needed to learn that I was really sensitive, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this are very sensitive too. Not only to people and circumstances, but also to food, to my environments, and I made some interesting choices. And I was really sensitive. I didn't fit in. I didn't feel like I fitted in with the people around me, and I didn't know what that meant. And I saw it as kind of a hindrance for a while, like something that was holding me back. I was also very intuitive, very psychic. That was also unusual. I didn't know anybody else around me that was having those kinds of abilities. And so I really did feel different. I really did feel unique. But I would look around at others, and I would feel that they had it easier, they had it better, that maybe they were more fun than I was, they were more open than I was, they were more go with the flow. Everything seemed so serious to me because I was just so sensitive, so I was feeling everything all the time on a really deep level. And as I grew, as my experience widened, as my understanding grew, I realised that actually that sensitivity was a gift, that those abilities were and are gifts, and they help me to negotiate my way through life in a different way. So I have a very deep experience of life. I feel very deeply other people's stuff. I still find it difficult to be in big crowds of people for those reasons, that I feel everything, and I have to be a bit more protective over where I place myself now. But going back to what I was trying to say about the way that we love ourselves and the way that we accept ourselves, for me it's been a real journey of wanting to change things about myself, particularly as a teenager, and living abroad and being around so many different people and feeling like so unusual, didn't fit in, and my hair colour and different things about myself that I just wasn't accepting. And then something changed. The way that I looked at myself, the way that I saw myself. I began to accept myself more and learn ways of self-acceptance, ways to love myself more, ways to look after myself better. And so I changed my diet. I don't mean I went on a diet. I did for years diet because I felt that I was, too big or not enough. I was bigger actually, but anyway. So there were all those kinds of things that I felt that I wasn't okay exactly as I was, that something needed to be changed. But of course, this comes from our lack of connection, from feeling that we are disconnected. It's not that anything that we can do to ourselves is going to make us feel better. It's what's inside of ourselves. It's connecting with the truth of ourselves. And then who gives a fuck what we look like? Sorry for swearing, but really, you know, we are who we are. We don't need to be like anyone else. We don't need to look like anyone else. We don't need to fit any images that society tries to get us to appeal to, you know, or pander to, whatever the right word is. It's about being yourself. It's about being true to yourself. It's about accepting yourself. Those change, thanks Virgie, that's a good question. What ignited the change? Waking up ignited the change. Being in so much suffering that I was so in my head all the time, and I was so concerned with what other people felt about me or thought about me or said about me. I was so bothered about, really bothered, that's probably the best word, bothered about what other people thought, you know, about everything about me. I mean, of course no one really gives a shit, do they? This is the thing, but in the mind, you know, when you're really in the mind, you think all this stuff that's just bullshit, basically. It's a record that's gone playing round and round in your head for many, many years since you were a child, because everything that's been said to you and conditioned onto you, you just absorb it like a sponge and you believe it belongs to you and you believe that it's the truth. And it's not the truth. And so something clicked. Hang on a minute, why am I bothered about what other people think about me? What does that even mean? And it was like, yeah, what does that mean? Where did that come from? Who gave me that idea? Why did I decide to take that on as a truth, as something to listen to control my behaviour? Because that's the other thing, what we believe about ourselves, what we think about ourselves, how much we love ourselves, controls our behaviour. It stops us from doing things. It stops us from being free. And so for me, I just went into this spiral of suffering in so many different ways. And thank fuck for that. Oh, the swearing's happening now. Oh God, stop. Because that was my release. That was my way out. It was like, how much can I suffer? How much can I be in my mind? How many records can I play at once? How many people's opinions can I get involved in? You know, and then there's this, like, the penny drops. Okay, so I'm suffering, so I'm in my mind. So help me get out of this. So that's what happened. I got on my hands and knees because I knew there was another way to be. I knew that life was not about continuous suffering. And I got on my hands and knees and I asked God. Yeah, really, I did. I asked God to show me the way. To show me the way out. To show me the way that I knew was the truth. I knew this wasn't the truth. This suffering, this depth of suffering that I was in, I knew that it wasn't the truth. But it took me many years and many loops round and round, and lots of drinking and smoking, and you know, that's, I don't care if you guys are doing that, that's fine. It's not about that, but for me it was like self-destructive behavior. And now it's all about me, us, all loving ourselves, looking after ourselves, protecting ourselves. And this body, you know, the bodies that we have, the only body that we have right now. And so when I got on my hands and knees that day and asked to be shown another way, because I knew there was one, I was hell-bent on finding it, because this was hell. So I knew, you know, this is hell, there's something else. And a miracle happened as far as I'm concerned. Within 24 hours, something changed. Something very fundamental changed about my entire experience, which was I no longer gave a shit what anybody thought about me. I didn't care what anyone was saying. The relationships that were destructive at the time no longer had any hold on me. I didn't get involved in the conversations anymore. I realized that it was up to me. If I wanted to continue that behavior, then I could keep getting involved every time there was an opportunity. And if I wanted to stop it, all I had to do was withdraw my input. So that's what I did. I took my input away from the situation. And what happened through that suffering was a profound state of bliss. After getting on my hands and knees and asking to be shown another way, I entered into a state of bliss. And I was very aware that it was a state of bliss, because nothing bothered me, nothing fazed me. There were no worries about anything and no concerns about anything. And there was actually quite a lot going on in my life at that particular time. And I found myself in that state of bliss. And I also realized that I couldn't hold on to it, and that it would be there for as long as it needed to be there, and that there was nothing that I could do to keep it or not keep it. That was just how it was, and I was very aware of it. And it was so beautiful, and I will always be grateful, because grace came in and took me right out of those depths of suffering, and brought me to a state of bliss, to a state, the real state that we are all in 24/7, if we could just see it. Because what happened to bring about that state of bliss was my mind lost its grip. The hold that my mind had on me, this idea of me, this concept of me, let go. I let go. I surrendered. In asking to be shown another way, I surrendered. I didn't know I was surrendering. It wasn't a conscious decision. Oh, now I'm going to surrender. No. It was a trust, a trusting and a surrendering without any realization of what I was actually doing. And then from that state of bliss, that was enough for me. I mean, wow, God, you know, I didn't know that, I didn't know that there was anything else. I never even considered there might be something else or something more to it. That was enough for me. To be set free. And then 12 months or so later, I had another, well, I had an awakening, and it was profound, and it showed me that, well, I saw, better to say it that way, I saw God. I saw the truth of we are all one. I saw that there is no separation. I saw that I wasn't my body, nor my mind. And I saw that I was awake within the dream. And in that moment, or in those moments of being awake in the dream, I laughed a lot. I also cried, and I was filled with an incredible depth of gratitude. I was so, so grateful for what I was being shown. And to see that it's all such a fucking joke. And yet it can still seem serious at times. And I saw that all the suffering was coming from the mind. All the suffering in the world comes from the mind. Can't come from anywhere else. The mind is creating it. And I saw the depth of connection that we have with everything. And it was just incredible. It was just incredible. My God had been set free. Not only that, as if that wasn't enough, my God, it was enough. I was being shown all through the dimensions of this reality to see that everything was nothing and that nothing was everything. And that I am that, everything and nothing, as of course are all of you. And this began something else. This day of awakening began a whole new process within me, which was a sifting through the depths of my being to get rid of all this conditioning and all these ideas and beliefs and concepts that I had about anything and everything. They were just wiped away. I mean, you know, nothing had anything to stand on. There were no concepts or ideas I had any legs to stand on. It was just like, what the fuck does this mean anymore? You know, nothing made sense. Because nothing that I'd believed to be true was true. Not even this idea that I had about myself and who I was. This personality. This body. And seeing that I am, as you all are, of course, one Oneness. Just broke everything apart. It was like the smashing of the egg. And then it was about how to live from that place. How to live from that place. How to embody that truth. Forget all the other stuff. Magazines, what are they? No interest in reading them anymore. TV, haven't watched that in about 10 years. All these things, you know, they just fell away. It wasn't even like I even had to try. I don't like that word try, actually. It's not very helpful. It doesn't mean anything, does it, try? If you try and do anything, you're not doing it. And so now became the only moment there is. Instead of, what am I doing tomorrow? What did I do yesterday? What shall I have for tea? What this, that, and the other? No longer means anything to me. Don't even, my mind, my brain doesn't even work that way anymore. I can't plan. People ask me, what are you doing later? What are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. No idea. And it's no disrespect to them, but I just don't plan that far ahead, not unless I'm running an event or, you know, something that might need some kind of practicalities. Otherwise, everything is just happening, and I'm just going with the flow. And it's beautiful. Amazing. It's a miracle. All of it is miraculous. I mean, I see things now in such a different way. I can be driving along. Actually, what happened, this is a bit of a memory, but I was driving along, heading towards some traffic lights, and the sun just came out, and there was a breeze, and the grass by the side of the road lit up with the sun and moved with the wind, and I felt it as if it was me. Because the truth is, everything is us, just appearing in different forms. Everything is a part of us. Everything is us. This whole entire experience is us, is one, split into many, so that we can know ourselves. Because how can one know itself as one? It can't. So we all manifested so that we could know. Know ourselves as each other. Know each other as ourselves. And there is nothing other than this moment. So wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, this is it. There's nowhere else to go. There's no practice that's going to get you there. You know, you can, yeah, sure, I've meditated for quite a long time, but it was grace. Grace alone will bring you to the truth. And you are ready when you are ready. And it can be anywhere, any moment. And it's happening. It's happening all over the world. Right now, it's happening. People are waking up. They are waking up to the truth of who they are. They are awakening within the dream. And they are seeing the dream for what it is, a dream. And like me, many people didn't have or don't have anything, any reference point for what's happening to them. It's like a thief in the night. It will happen. By grace, when you're ready, you will fall from the tree and be caught by grace. We're all ripening fruit. Life is awakening. Life is a process of awakening to love. Love is our true nature. Love is everything. Unconditional love is everything. It's what we are. And our work is love made manifest. Our work is love made manifest. We live in precious times. There's so much happening in the world right now. Precious and precarious. People are awakening everywhere. And we know because we're all connecting together. We're all speaking more of our truth. We're learning to walk our truth, embody truth, be truth, share truth. Boom. That's what it's about. Be your truth, walk your truth, live your truth, speak your truth. No matter what. I find myself coming out with the most interesting things now because I say it like it is. And people aren't used to that. But who cares? That's what liberates us, isn't it? If you don't speak your truth, how is anybody else going to? If you speak your truth, others will open up and they will speak theirs too. By giving ourselves permission to speak truth, we give others permission. By walking truth, we give others permission to walk theirs. Let's face it, we're all in this together. We're all here together. We're all experiencing this dream together. Let's help each other. Let's all walk each other home. Hand in hand, heart to heart, moment to moment. One planet, one love, one heart, one truth. And we can create what we want to create here. So dream beautiful dreams. All of you, dream beautiful dreams. dream the most magical, magnificent life possible, because you make it happen. Yeah, for a lot of people, truth is hard to stomach, but this is why it's so important for us to speak it. You know, somebody says, "Hi, how are you?" Most often we go, "Yeah, great, thanks." Where is the depth and connection in that conversation? That's what we want, real connection, real depth of communication. Open, loving, heartfelt communication between ourselves and each other. It starts right here. You can take responsibility for yourself. And if we all take responsibility for ourselves and we all share our truth and we share our love, wow, miracles are going to happen. Miracles are happening. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is I'm human. You know, I've experienced ups and downs. I've experienced a lot of deep suffering. I've experienced loss. Many friends have left their bodies really young. Friends of mine committed suicide. All sorts of things. My dad died of cancer. Stories on stories on stories of stuff. What I'm saying, what I'm really saying, is I'm not special. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. And I'll go one step further and say it is happening to you. The process of awakening is happening to you. All of you. In different ways. It's unfolding as life. But all you have to do is look around you at what life is showing you. Where is life guiding you? What's showing up? And don't be afraid to go into the darkness. Don't be afraid to shine your light, because you are so bright. Your light is so bright. You have no idea how bright your light is. Don't be afraid to shine it in the darkest places. Be courageous and feel what is happening with you. When emotions come up, allow yourself to feel them, because they will just keep coming up until you give yourself the space to feel what is there, what is true. And the reason that emotions come up every moment is to set us free, because when we allow ourselves to go into them, there is deep freedom there, there is true freedom there. Thank you, all of you. I had no idea what I was going to say. And anybody who missed the beginning of this is me with a space hat on. So there's some really good giggles at the beginning of this. Yes, we're all spiritual beings. Absolutely. We came here to learn what we can learn in this body that we can't learn anywhere else. So, much love to you all, beloveds. Thank you for giving yourselves this space this evening and sharing with me the beautiful reflections that you are. And I hope to see a bunch of you at one of my next retreats or events sometime soon, where we can share more love, more laughter, more gratitude, more truth, and more peace. Much, much love to you all, from my heart to yours. Many, many blessings. Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti. Can't figure out how to stop this now. I think you might be stuck with me. How do I sign out? There we go. I've got it.